Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. So I'm going to look at my top 10 cream mainstream polishes, and I'm just looking at them now at the side of the camera here, and they're 7 of them are very boring, dull, muted, dusky, greyed out polishes. Yeah, but I love them. I hope that that's not a reflection on my personality, dull, boring, greyed out, dusky shades. But I can't, that's my comfort zone. That is completely my comfort zone. So you'll see what I mean as I go through them. Is it set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, have I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You know, I have got 10. I thought I couldn't count up to 10 then. Yeah, and then the other 4 are a bit brighter. Actually, 3. 3 are quite bright, and 7 are quite dusky and muted. 6 of them are very kind of mainstreamy. The Zoya, Orly, Essie, or to me, the mainstream category of nail polishes are OPI, Essie, Zoya, Orly. And then you have drugstore or high street polishes like Sally Hansen, Barry M, Essence, and polishes that you'd be able to pick up from Boots or a chemist or a pharmacy in Europe. And then there are more boutique or high-end polishes like Yves Saint Laurent or Illamasqua, Chanel, NARS, those types of polishes. But I'm going to stick, in this video, I'm going to stick with mainstream and high street polishes. So we're going to start with those first. And these are the bright ones. So to nobody's surprise, I've got Mrs. Brightside, which is one of my favourite yellows and also favourite summer polishes. And I was also really pleased that I was able to pick up a backup of this for like 78p from Amazon. So I was really happy with that. They're obviously still available. Yeah, this is a yellow, but it's a very bright, there's a bit of like chartreuse in there, but it's a bright yellow. It's not quite neon, but it's very bright. And I love it. It's got a great formula, and in the summer it's a real go-to for me. So that would be in my favourites for sure. The next one, and every time I pick this up I'm like, no, don't swatch it again, and it's Sally Hansen Pacific Blue, but I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm only going to swatch it once. You don't get 2 coats on this one, but it is a 1 coater anyway. I love it. It is the perfect summer blue. This had to be in my top 10 favourite of all time, favourite in my pared down 400 polishes collection. Of course, Pacific Blue is in there. So that's the 2 brights that I've got. I've got another one, which is the Illamasqua. So this is more of a kind of boutique, but it's still, can it be categorized as mainstream? It's definitely not indie. So it's coming into this video, and this one is Purity. And it just looks, it's kind of like a neutral but with a punch. And we all know how much I love my neutrals. So it's a kind of peachy, bright peachy shade. And it is a lovely formula in 2 coats. Yeah, it's a go-to. It's a definite go-to. And for summer particularly, I love this shade. And then the rest of them, the other 7, are very muted, greyed out, dusky shades. So this is where we turn the brightness down a little bit, but we get into my comfort zone. So I'm going to go with, let's start with, I've got 2 S's and 2 OPIs. So let's go with the OPIs first. This one, which is an awful formula. There are lots of dupes for it, but it's just one of my favourites. It's a favourite type of green. It's obviously Mermaid's Tears. It's a favourite type of green. It's even got the I was going to say the wide brush, but all of OPIs have the wide brush. But it's quite a watery formula. I mean, if you're very, very careful, you can get away with it in 2 coats. But most of the time you need 3. And it's one of those polishes where you think you've finished your manicure, and then you see that it's quite patchy on one of the nails. But this is a comfort green for me. I'm trying to think of, I used to know the name of this type of green. I can't think of it. It's not cerulean because that's a blue. It's not cyan because that's a blue. I can't think of the name of it, but this is probably my favourite type of green. And I love it. I love that shade. It's just so comforting. The next one is Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, which again is another comfort shade for me. It's a neutral with a dash of pink, but it's very muted and it looks like putty on the nail. But it is a beautiful shade, and it goes with anything and everything. You can wear it any season, any time of the year, as a real palette cleanser. Yeah, and it's a great formula. I love it. Don't Bossa Nova Me Around. Then we've got the 2 Esses. This one is another comfort polish for me, and it's my Mani Hands, closest probably to my skin tone, Into the Abyss from that Rocky Rose collection. I've probably got like half a bottle of this, and this is the polish that I had, like in my coffee table in the front room, in the living room when I'm watching TV, and it's like, oh, I need to do my nails and I can't be bothered to go and choose a polish, so I'm just going to pull out my trusty go-to. This is the ultimate go-to polish for me. It actually goes quite well as a kind of gradient with Don't Bossa Nova Me Around, but Into the Abyss from Essie from that Rocky Rose collection. Brilliant formula, brilliant sort of Mani Hands, and very much a comfort shade, that dusty pale rose shade. I love it. And then we've got 3 more. I'm going to go with the Barry M, which is Cardamom. I've already mentioned that this is a polish that... Sorry, that was the postman just arriving with some perfume that I ordered for holiday. It's like small 10 millilitres so I can pack them. Anyway, he was very quiet, but the dog was about to start barking, so I had to pause the video. But here we are, Cardamom. I've already mentioned that this was one of my gateway polishes into collecting polish, and this was, I think, probably the first time I ever had a green polish. And yeah, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of green nail polishes later, I've still got this one, and I don't think I can't find this anywhere. Maybe if I go to like a pound shop or something, I might be able to find it, but it is a beautiful muted army green, and every time I look at this shade, it just like, it speaks to my heart, my nail polish loving heart. That's Cardamom from Barry M, definitely in my top 10. And then I always say this, the only Zoya that I've got 3, and this is one of them. This is Caitlin, that was sent to me by Kat. And I've already mentioned in my grey video that this is a favourite of mine because it has that slight purple. It's more than slight, actually. In some lights it looks like a pale purple, and then in other lights it just looks grey. So it's very muted, and it's really soft, and it's a very pretty shade. Yeah, that is Zoya Caitlin. I mean, the formula isn't great. I know that people love Zoya polishes, and I know it's very ethical, it's vegan, and some people have hundreds and hundreds of bottles of Zoya, but I've only got 3, and it's ever since I had that issue with the first Zoya that I bought. Oh my God, what was it called? It was a bright pink Charisma, and it was awful, terrible formula, and it just put me off. My last one is Orly Snow Cone. One of the best one coaters, that especially for a shade like this, a pale shade. And it just goes on like butter. It's one of those polishes that just, you know, it kind of, you don't even need to work at it. It's like ice cream. It just melts on the nail without you even really having to think about it. It does its own manicure. I love it. So if you take away these three, that is very much very Claire. Well, it's very sort of Claire colour palette for sure. Muted, dusky, blue, greens, neutrals. That's me all over, and then with a splash of colour. So I'm not going to do, and I always say this and then I put another coat on, but on the Pacific Blue, we'll see. I'll be back with a second coat. Okay, there we go. Yes, I did put a second coat on everything, except, you know what, I didn't need a second coat. Snow Cone just never needs a second coat, ever. Even on the swatch wheel. I know it's gone matte because of this whatever is in this plastic that makes everything go matte. But yeah, those are my 10. It took me a while to figure out which 10 because I kept swapping some in and out. There was another couple of Barry M's that I had in, and then I swapped them out. I forgot about Virgin Snow. Oh, I did forget about Virgin Snow. I've not even swatched Virgin Snow. How did I manage to miss that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, what is wrong with me? Wake up, Claire. Right, here we go. Virgin Snow. The other Essie. Managed to just save it without having to do the video all over again. I wore this one recently, and it is really, again, it's that muted shade, but there's a brightness to it. I won't put a second coat on it, but I think you can get the idea there. It is a beautiful bright lavender, and the formula's great. I love it. And the thing about this that put it in, I swapped it out into my top 10. I couldn't decide, but eventually I went with it, is because I ended up wearing this polish for like 5-6 days, and it did not chip. No, not even any tip wear. It was brilliant. So the formula is very long lasting, and I loved it. So managed to get in there at the end. Wow, I was 10. So that's my colour category there with that pop of colour. But yeah, those are the 10. We have, again, Mrs. Brightside Essence, Sally Hansen Pacific Blue, Purity from Illamasqua, Mermaid's Tail from OPI, Don't Bossa Nova Me Around from OPI, Into the Abyss from Essie. Can't believe I totally forgot. I was mesmerised by Cardamom, which is here, Barry M. We've got the Caitlin, which is a really pretty shade. It is lovely. I love that grey. From Zoya, Snow Cone, and Virgin Snow. They're my 10 mainstream polishes. I feel like I need to do a second coat now on these, but I'm not going to. We're going to finish the video here. I probably will do a top 10 indie creams another time, but I'll have to have a think about that. And they probably will be a bit brighter than these ones here, the mainstream ones. Yeah, let me know what you think. What are your favourite, absolute favourite? I'm not even going to try to pick 3 out of these because I'm keeping all of them like forever. It's just how it is. Let me know what your favourites are, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.